Hello, welcome to CISC 181. Um, you've got to do an install, and it's frankly it's just easier to do it like this. I'm going to do the same install on my machine, so see if you can sort of walk through it with me. First thing we have to do is get Java Jdk 1.9 installed. I'm going to open up the command prompt. I know I have Java installed, but my Java is probably old. If I go to Java and say Java version, I'm running JDK 1.8.0144, so I'm running a little bit behind the times. 1.9 is what we're going to go for. So to download it, I'm going to go to www.oracle.com and go to Java, J2SE. Go to Standard Edition, Downloads, and I'm looking for the JDK. Now I'm running Windows 10, so if you have Mac, do that one. If you're running Linux, do that one. I'm going to run Windows, accept the license agreement, and run it. So it's going to download. It's going to take a minute or two to download. Looks like a minute. Got super fast speed here. I'm going to pause until this is done. Be back. All right, I'm completed downloading. I'm ready to install. But just before I install, let me show you where it gets installed. So if I open up Windows Explorer and go to C Program Files, not Program Files x86, but Program Files. Under Program Files, there's Java. And you notice under Java, I've got JDK 1.8, 1.8021, a JRE, another JRE, another JRE. So after this is done installing, I should see something like JDK 1.9.06, I think. Cool. I'm going to run this thing. This is a program that has been run millions of times by developers just like you and me. Very popular program. This is the framework for the development toolkit. It gives you Java virtual machine and also gives you a compiler. So the compiler is needed for the IDE that we're going to use to run. So this is going to install. It's doing its thing, unpacking and so forth. While that's going, I'm going to go to eclipse.org. Okay. Or maybe not. Let's finish this guy. I'm not changing anything. No changing. See, it goes to Program Files. Java, JDK 1.904. It's good enough for me. That's going to do its thing. I'm going to go to Eclipse. That's what I was looking for. Eclipse.org. Looks right to me. Going to go to Download. Going to download packages. Don't just hit this. Download packages. And we want to do that one right there. Eclipse IDE for Java developers. This is the Windows package. There are other builds. So there's like, you can dig around here. See, here it is. Windows, if you're running Mac, click the drop down and it turns into Mac downloads. Windows, there we go. Windows, and I'm going to pull down the 32-bit, unless you're running like a 15-year-old laptop, don't do it. Pull down the 64-bit. Cool. Clicking download, and that's being downloaded. This is being installed at the same time. So, let's see where we're at. Copying new files. This should take all but a minute to complete. So, step one, download the JDK. Not much to it. Install it. After it's done installed, what you want to do is then wait till that's done. Then open up a new command prompt and type in Java-version. I'll show it in Notepad what it will look like. Java version. That command will pop back to you the version that's installed. And it should be 1.9.04, what we're just installing now. You know, remember I had a whole bunch of different Javas. Only one of them can be the default version. If it comes back as a different version, or worse, does not come back at all, let's see if it happens for me. So you might have to see how I have to correct it. But it look, everything is going the way it should. Okay. I'm going to take this zip file that was downloaded from eclipse.org. I'm going to copy it, and I'm dropping it onto, I've got a, hold on, a directory that I use for Eclipse. Eclipse Oxygen, right there. I'm going to paste it, and that's going to do its thing. Meanwhile, it says, click change to install Java to a different folder. Okay, so it looks like this is giving me a JRE as well. That's fine, I can live with that. So this installed the JDK and is now installing a JRE. JDK is the toolkit that has the compiler. JRE is just the runtime engine, just the JVM. I know, it's too much lingo all at once, but you'll get it. So let's go back over to Java. I should see JDK 1.9. Boom, there it is. And it's also building for me a JRE 1.9. And that's coming right now. Like, this install is filling up this directory. Meantime, I should probably be able to go open up a command prompt and say Java version. And it should come back. Ooh, comes back as 1.8.044. That's not good. So I wanted to see my new Java version. So you're going to see how to correct that. So if I go to my computer, this PC, properties, advanced system settings, environment variables, and now I'm looking for path. Okay, try that again. Looking for path, edit. Now in here I'm seeing the path. I'm looking for JProgram files Java. That is why that one's showing up. Okay, so what I want instead is that one to take its place. So I'm going to take that, go back into my system properties, and replace that. That'll do it. Click OK. OK again. OK again. Open up a command prompt. Go to Java version. Boom. 9.0.4. Awesome. So it's not looking at an older version of Java. It's only looking at mine. That's cool. Let's go back over to Eclipse. Eclipse looks like it is unpacked. Java's installed. Awesome. Go to Eclipse. Start Eclipse. This is the IDE that you'll be writing Java code with. So far, we have the JDK installed. Download, install. You may have to muck around with the environment settings, but probably not. That's my problem, because I have 19 versions of Java installed, and I got to keep them straight. If this is the first time you've ever done it, there's only one in there, and it's not going to be that big a deal. All right, so I'm going to set my workspace to Oxygen space. It is starting Eclipse. It's a little slow. I can close some garbage down. Don't need this anymore. Sorry about that. Pause for a second. Okay, Eclipse is started. I'm going to go to Preferences and go to Java. And let's see, Environment. There we go. Execution environments. Installed environments. What environment is installed? It is installed is JDK JRE 1.8.044. This is no good for us. We're going to remove this. Add a standard VM. The directory is going to be this PC, in my case, C program files. Java 1.09, that new one we just did, and bin, all the way down to bin. Get an OK. Or not bin, just there. There we go. I like it. And apply and close. Let's see if we can get something to compile. Create a new project. I'm going to call it test. How about good old hello world. This is building on Java 1.9. That's a good sign. I'm going to build a new class under pkg test, main class, and give a main method. So far so good. And I'm going to say system.out.println test. I said I was going to do hello world, world. There we go. And run it. Save it. Go to the console. Hello world. That proves to me that we have Java installed, the compiler installed, we have Eclipse installed. I can compile a program, I can run it, and it works. So I know I even have a JVM installed. If you go to Canvas, in Canvas I asked for you to download some software. So if you go to Canvas, go to installation information. That was number 1 we just did. Number 2 we just did. We didn't do 3 yet. That's just a simple download. These 2 are a little trickier. Object aid. This is the update site. Whenever I say there's an update site, what you do is you copy that URL, have Eclipse started, go to help, install new software, paste the. All right, you're not going to be nice to me. I'm going to do that on Notepad. Gotta do it the hard way. Okay, try that again. Paste, enter. It's going out to that site, and I'm going to download that. Boom. Next. Accept the terms and agreements. In the background, you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, it's installing some software in the background. It's going to ask me to, do you trust it? You trust it. Install anyway. Restart. It'll restart Eclipse. I'm going to do the JavaFX update site as well. Try that again. And not that. It's going out and communicating with whoever, the Russians, I suppose. There we go. Okay, it's back. I'll do that second install. Install new software. Paste. Done. Now this one, I'm looking for that top one. Next. And next. And accept. And finish. It's installing in the background. It's going to ask me unsigned content. Do I want to restart Eclipse? Let that run for a second. Go back to our installation instructions. We did 1. You saw me do it. We did 2. While we were doing 1. Both of those are done. Scene Builder. This is just download. Here, I might as well go to it. Go and download that. Install it. 4 and 5 we just did. 4 and 5 is, well, 5 is still doing its thing, 49%. Should take 2 minutes or so. This will get you set, excuse me, this will get you set at least to get started with the class. Any other questions, let me know. Oh boy, let's see, it says, cannot complete. Why is it doing that? Saying, one or more software currently installed, IDE, blah, blah, blah. Can't be found, dependency. It's looking for, okay, I might have to do something a little trickier. So if I go back to install new software, same link, single components. The only thing I really need is this guy, CSS. FXML, CSS, don't care about these 3. Don't care. Graph might as well. Don't need the the basic good order of these guys. How about that? If I did that, That's all I really need for this class.